What's going on, guys? This is Sam, and we know a lot about the 2018 iPad Pro, but recently an image has popped up online that I can't exactly crack. I can't figure it out on my own, and I wanted to share it with all of you. It's this image right here. It comes courtesy of Slash Leaks. I actually cannot find the origin of this image, though, which is kind of weird. Like, normally Slash Leaks is just like a leak gathering site where they'll take things from all around the internet and then share them with their wider audience. This doesn't have a source on it, which makes me question its credibility. However, the leak poster actually has a pretty good track record for sharing things, so I want to say that this could very well be legit. This also matches up with some leak schematics from OnLeaks on Twitter earlier this year. Just shared these and said basically these could mean something, or this little area on the back of the iPad could mean nothing. And that's exactly what I'm confused about here. So right here I have a 2017 10.5-inch iPad Pro, and Apple is said to be replacing this with either another 10.5-inch or 11-inch edge-to-edge display model with Face ID, no Touch ID, great processor inside, probably some camera upgrades as well, rounded corners. These new iPad Pros in 2018 are going to be incredible, and that's what we know so far. And on the bottom of this device is something called a smart connector. Whenever this is resting in landscape, you can connect it to an Apple branded keyboard or a wide variety of other accessories that integrate with this. It allows the iPad to communicate with that accessory without using or taking advantage of the Lightning port, so you could use the keyboard and also plug in your iPad, charge it at the same time. So when I saw this leak case for the first time, my first thought was, oh, Apple's just moving the smart connector. The problem with that is that there's also a cutout in this exact same case as the smart connector here. So that sort of shoots that theory or blows that theory out of the water. It's probably not just the relocation of a smart connector. Apple could duplicate it, and what makes me think that this possibly could be another smart connector here or something that integrates with other accessories on the back of the iPad is because we've heard a rumor that Face ID will only work vertically on the iPad. It'd be really weird, but basically rotating the Face ID dots that project onto your face aren't as easy as it was with Touch ID. With Touch ID, the sensor could simply rotate the data and you could unlock your device with your finger in any orientation. With Face ID, I've heard it's not as simple to just rotate the dots on your face, like they're specifically oriented to be used vertically. So if Apple didn't actually come up with second generation Face ID in time for the new iPhones this year or in time for the new iPads, one, maybe there is a smart connector and Apple's going to really be pushing vertical use only. I think that'd be weird. I don't think it's very likely. Or two, probably even more of an unlikely option, but still an option, would be Touch ID on the back of the iPad. I've never seen a Touch ID sensor that looks like this. They are always circular, just like the one on this iPad right here. The thing is, I'm hesitant on both of those because I don't think Apple's just going to put a random smart connector on the back, and I don't think Apple's going to keep Touch ID on the iPads. Apple's not really a company of compromises. They like to go in one direction really boldly rather than sort of keeping around existing technology and then like adding new technology slowly. You can see this with Face ID. They did not keep Touch ID anywhere on the phone. They went straight for Face ID. If we go ahead and take a closer look at this iPad Pro 2018 case right here, there are some other changes that are very interesting in addition to that big gaping cutout at the bottom that we're still not entirely sure what it's going to be for. Like, the traditional location of the OG smart connector has been flipped from the left side of the device to the right side underneath of the volume rocker. If Apple does go ahead and make that change, that'd be very weird because then that would limit the functionality of the physical volume rocker. You couldn't go volume up, you couldn't go volume down, just because that's face down where the smart connector is. If you have a keyboard connected, there's no way you can physically access those buttons. They'd be covered up by the keyboard. And maybe the answer to that question is over with this new cutout here on the left side that appears could only house a microphone. Currently on the 2017 10.5-inch iPad Pro, you have a microphone here at the very top and then one microphone here. If you're shooting video, it doesn't make sense to really have your microphone only on one side. So if Apple would make this change, you're shooting video just like this, there'd be a new microphone cutout right here, which if you would be recording audio on your iPad, not that a ton of people are shooting videos on their iPad, but if you did, you could probably get some better audio. So maybe that's why Apple is switching the location of the OG smart connector. Maybe they're just adding a second one down here to expand the functionality of the iPad, because really you're limited to using the smart connector only in landscape. Maybe the landscape one will be here in addition to the vertical one, and you can use Face ID in all orientations, and there's actually going to be no cause for concern about this iPad Pro. In the meantime, though, we don't really know yet. It could go in any direction. We still don't know for sure what that cutout on the bottom is going to be, and we don't know if this is even a legitimate case. I don't have the answers right now. As Apple's September event looms, it's right on the horizon. I'm sure we're going to learn more about the new 2018 iPhones, about the new 2018 iPad Pros as well. But for now, that's the latest on the iPad Pro line. They're going to be fantastic. I cannot wait to get my hands on them with the edge-to-edge screens. But this little oval on the back definitely has me thinking. All right, that's all for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Smash that like button, smash that comment button, and smash the subscribe button while you're at it. I've been Sam. I hope you're doing great, and I'll see you in my next video.